How did the story of your first love end? Coincidence? I'm only 18, so I don't know if he was my first love, but I feel like he was. I was 17 and he was 18. 7 months into our relationship, I was sleeping over at a friend's house. I was about to start to sleep as we were waking up early for May morning, so I told him. He asked if I was sleeping over at her house, so I said yeah, to which he replied with that it was something he likes to know about. I'm bisexual, so I don't know if it was because of that or because he felt I was keeping secrets. I told him that my friend is straight and that I would never do anything with anyone. I told him that I loved him and he told me he loved me too. Then I went to sleep. 9 a.m. I wake up, I text him good morning. 11 a.m. I ask if he's still asleep as that's not like him. 12 p.m. I ask if he's okay. 2:37 p.m. I go to post something on my Snapchat story and notice he's not on my best friend list. I go on his profile and it says, add friend. Weird. I click it but it doesn't allow me to add him. He blocked me. I call him, he's blocked my number. I try message him on Instagram. He's blocked me. I wondered how far he went, so I checked TikTok. He blocked my TikTok account. I use my second IG account to message him if we're over. 2 days later he replied saying that we are before blocking that account. Never heard from him again until August, but that's too long of a story. First love was a girl I was head over heels for at 15. I realized I was bi in gym class when she told me she had a crush on me and Doug. But I didn't figure it out fast enough, and she dated Doug. I waited until they broke up to make my move, but the morning after making out and messing around in her bed all night, she told me that the best part of hooking up with other girls was that there were no strings attached. My second love was a guy I dated in college. After 2 years of dating, including 6 months of living together, I was deeply committed to the relationship. When talking about our future, I told him I would love him forever. He told me he couldn't even promise to love me next month. I was about to graduate college and didn't want to make decisions about my future based on a relationship with someone who couldn't even tell me if they'd love me in a month. So I left him, finished college, and moved a few states away for graduate school. We kept in touch sporadically and slept together basically every time I was back home. After 2 years of graduate school I was still in love with him, despite actively dating other people and trying to move on. And therapy, I told him as much, and told him that if he wanted to try again I would move home for him. He said that he still cared about me, but didn't want me to move home. I cut off contact for my own mental health. Took my first professional job in the state I was living in for graduate school. A few months later I started talking to a friend's older sibling on Facebook, and sparks flew. We've been married for 7 years, and have a 5-year-old daughter. My second love will always have a place in my heart. But things have worked out in a wonderful way. So a few years back during my junior year of high school, a girl and I, we were both 17 at the time, became really good friends. She's super pretty, and it wasn't long before I found myself hopelessly attracted with her. Even though I knew it was past time for me to get over her, I kinda struggled with what I felt for her during my first year of college, even as I met many new and interesting people. And about 5 to 6 months ago when this friend and I finally met up again, she's 19 and I'm 20 as of this comment, I admitted what I felt about her and asked her what she would do in my position. She told me she really didn't know, and told me she only saw me as her really good friend. But she also promised me that nothing between us would change for the worse, and she wanted to remain my friend. I was bummed after she rejected me, but her promise that things would stay good between us gave me some comfort. Ever since, some days have been easier than others. I knew it was gonna be hard to deal with, but some days, I go, damn, I didn't expect it to be this hard. Others, I don't even think about her, and I'm in a great mood. On one of the harder days, I went so far as to block her number and unfollow her on social media, just until I'm ready, and I honestly don't regret it much. I think in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be easier to move on, and as the months go on, I've been having more and more easier days. It may not ever be easy at all, but I think it's been easier than it would have been if things hadn't played out the way they did.